Hi, I'm Beau, and welcome to the Beau Show. This is episode 70, and we've got some news regarding Transformers 5 and the cinematic universe. Now, this is not solid news from Michael Bay or Paramount Pictures. This is just speculation. Anything that I'm talking about right now is speculation or rumors-wise. So, we're going to squash down rumors in this episode. We're going to use rumors to our advantage, and we're going to have some speculations regarding Transformers 5 and the cinematic universe. So let's first start off with some of the rumors that have still been going on for a couple of months now, and I would like to discuss with you. The first one that we need to talk about is Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox are going to come back in Transformers 5. Now, this rumor has been going on for a couple of months now, and I'm pretty surprised that we're still talking about this rumor, but at the same time, thinking about it correctly, I am not surprised that this rumor is still going on, and I'm actually I'm a little bit happy that this rumor is going on. But we'll talk about it later. So let's first talk about Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox coming for Transformers 5. There was an article that came out, and Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox, they did have something to say. So that part is true. They did talk about how they feel about coming back in Transformers 5. Shia LaBeouf said that he would love to come back in Michael Bay film, but not Transformers. So he does not feel like he doesn't want to come back for Transformers, and he's not really that into it anymore. He doesn't want to play the same character over and over again, and he doesn't want to do something new, but he still wants to be involved with Michael Bay, but it doesn't want to be a Transformers film, which is totally fine. I am totally fine with that. You know, it's the actor's decision, not mine. And if he wants to go in that route and he wants to do different films, so be it. I don't mind it. So if that's his decision, I don't mind. Now let's talk about Megan Fox. Megan Fox is a different story. Megan Fox actually would not mind coming back for Transformers 5. Mainly because what she said in hers was she would love to come back, and she would like if Shia LaBeouf and the rest of the gang come back, like crossover. Now, the things that they said here are just their opinions. They're not solid news. I don't know why people are taking this as solid confirmations. These are not confirmed, like, you know, they're coming back. No, these are just their statements. They're just the statements that they made about if they would like to come back. They're saying that yes, they would like to come back, but there is no way that they're saying that they're coming back entirely. They're just saying I would like to come back. That's just a statement. It's an empty statement. It has no meaning to it regarding this movie. So, the other thing that you have to know about Megan Fox is that Megan Fox was fired. She was fired. And you know who fired her? Steven Spielberg himself. Steven Spielberg fired Megan Fox for calling Michael Bay Hitler. And Steven Spielberg is still the executive producer of these movies. Do you really think that Steven Spielberg is going to bring back a person that he already fired? Okay, that's crazy talk right there. That's goofy. He's not going to return somebody just for the sake of putting someone back in the film. No, when Steven Spielberg fires someone, he means just that, and he's not going to return or bring back Megan Fox just for marketing. They're not going to do that. That just seems kind of that would be backstabbing yourself. So I know people are going to say, well, Michael Bay brought Megan Fox back in Ninja Turtles, but that's a different concept. Steven Spielberg wasn't involved in that, so Michael Bay can do whatever he wants, okay? Michael Bay can do whatever he wants, so yeah, if he brought Megan Fox back, it's fine. That's his decision, okay? Steven Spielberg was not involved in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, so if Steven Spielberg was involved in the Ninja Turtles movie, then Megan Fox wouldn't be in there, but since he wasn't, Michael Bay is free to do whatever he wants, so it's still the director's decision after all. So that's the rumor that we have. Now, here is something interesting, and this is actually a good theory if you use it correctly. Notice I say the word correctly. If you use these theories that I have correctly, then these can actually work. So let's start with the theory. We now know that we're going to have a cinematic universe. We know we're going to have a cinematic universe. We're going to have prequels, spin-offs, and sequels. We're going to have all types. This rumor started when we didn't know nothing about the sequels, prequels, or spin-offs. We didn't know nothing. Well, we didn't know about sequels, but we didn't know about prequels or spin-offs. We had no confirmation about that. So, right there from the get-go, we can already say that, Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox are not going to return because, for reasons that I've already told you. However, we now have spin-offs and prequels thrown into the mix. Now, Megan Fox, here's the first one that I'm going to discuss. Megan Fox, as a whole, she cannot return. There's no place that she can be put in, and even in prequels, spin-offs, or sequels, there's absolutely no place to put her character. So, she's already thrown into the trash bin because you don't know where she's going to be put in. You might as well recycle her because you don't know where the heck she's going to be put. You might as well give it to someone who's going to use it. So, however, with Shia LaBeouf, we actually have hope for this one because with Sam's character, there's still one story left to tell with his character, and that is what happened to Sam between Dark of the Moon and Age of Extinction. We don't know what happened when they were split. We don't know how those characters split, and you can hear dogs outside. You can hear dogs outside. Okay, anyway, Shia LaBeouf, he could be used wisely for his character because there's still a little bit left to be told with his character because in Dark of the Moon, Age of Extinction, we don't know what really happened between him and Bumblebee. We don't know what happened. We don't know if, he gave up playing with the Autobots. We don't know if he left the Autobots. We don't know that. And if this is used correctly, then the perfect place to put Shia LaBeouf in the cinematic universe is in the Bumblebee spin-off film. And it would work perfectly because, notice I keep saying the word correctly because we still don't know where the Bumblebee spin-off film is going to be put. We don't know where the spin-off film is going to take place. We don't know if it's going to be taken before the first Transformers movie or it's going to be put between Dark of the Moon and Age of Extinction. We don't know that. If it's put before the first Transformers movie, then Shia LaBeouf can't be put in there. There's no need for his character. If it's put in Dark of the Moon and Age of Extinction, however, Shia LaBeouf's character, Sam Witwicky, still has one bit of story to tell, and it would still work for him. This would make the lasting of his character. So, and I would love to see that, and I would like to see where the last bit, the final iteration of Sam Witwicky. I would like to see that. That's a great theory I have because that can actually work, and I'm pretty happy that these rumors should keep going because if they do make an announcement that Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox are returning, then I'd be very, very happy because of my theory of the spin-off film. Now, if they're returning for Transformers 5, however, then I'm going to be really, really mad about that, and that's not going to be a happy video. So, that is my theory. Okay, I could be absolutely wrong. For all we know, these rumors could still be, completely wasteful. These rumors can just be things to get the movie hyped. That's all, okay? That's all we know. So, there's that. Now, the next thing that we got to talk about regarding Transformers, the Cinematic Universe, is Lockdown. Now, Lockdown in the Transformers, live-action universe as a whole, he is the best villain that we have gotten to date. He is. Okay? So far, no one has surpassed Lockdown in this live-action film so far. Okay? For the films, we've gotten Megatron, The Fallen, Sentinel Prime, and then we had Lockdown. I think Sentinel Prime was a good villain. I just don't know. He just needed more character development. Lockdown, however, from the start, from the minute you see him come out of the water, you know that he is just a ruthless bounty hunter. You know that he is some bad guy. You know that he's just bad from the start. And it's a very, very nice way to set up the character. And The reason that I'm talking about Lockdown is that I would like to talk about where you could still put Lockdown in the series. Now, in my last talk about Beau show, when we were talking about Transformers 5, about my top 5 characters I'd like to see return, I said there that Lockdown would be perfect in the Bumblebee spin-off film. Now, let's work with this. Now, if Lockdown is to appear in the Bumblebee spin-off film, I want to see him explore all the other questions that were still to be answered between Dark of the Moon and Age of Extinction. First off, we want to see how KSI was formed. We want to see how KSI was able to get their hands on all the Transformers from Dark of the Moon. We want to see how KSI was Cemetery. We want to see how Cemetery Wind was formed. We want to see how Lockdown was able to form the deal with Kelsey Grammer's character. We want to see how Stanley Tucci got involved in this. We want to see how all these other Autobots were captured and hunted. We want to see which ones were captured and hunted. There's a lot of questions to be answered, and the Bumblebee spin-off film could do just that, and it could give it a lot of justice. And if they are to do it, it would make perfect sense, and it would work so well, and I would love to see this, because there's a lot of questions that still need to be answered between Dark of the Moon and Age of Extinction, and the Bumblebee spin-off film looks to me like if it does do it correctly, it would answer all those questions, and I cannot wait to see it. And if they do it in all the ways I'm doing it, if we have Shia Witwicky in there, if we have Lockdown in there, we answer all these questions, this could be a really good filler movie. This could really be like the best Transformers filler movie that I've seen. So, and it is only filler movie, so there's that. So that's that. Now, before we go, that's mainly it. That's all the big things that I want to talk about. Now, let's talk about we know that there are 10 Transformers movies planned. We know that there are 10 Transformers movies planned to come out. Now, we already know 3 of them. Maybe 4 of them. Number 1, we know that Transformers 5 is coming. That's already one of them. I know that's one of them. Number 2, Transformers 6. We know that Transformers 6 is coming out soon. Number 3, the Bumblebee spin-off film. We're pretty sure that we're getting a Bumblebee spin-off film. We just don't know where else we're going to put it. So we don't know where else we can get. Number 4, we know that we're getting, based on speculation, we are probably getting a Cybertron prequel. And I'll talk about more about that in my next video because there's a little bit I want to discuss there. But those are 4 films that we've already gotten. Pretty much at this point, we pretty much know what we're going to get. So we still have 6 other films that we need to find out. So I'm going to give you guys my top 6 movies that I want to see in the TFCU. So, and these are all ranked from most wanted to least wanted. So we're going to start off with number 6, and that would be a Megatron spin-off film. Now, I have no idea where you can put this spin-off film, but I would love to see how Megatron got to Earth. I want to see how he was able to get the Allspark and how he was able to land on the ice and all that. I would love to see that, and it would make more character development. I would like to see him in battle on Cybertron for the Allspark. I'd like to see him with Optimus Prime fighting. It would be pretty cool. It would be pretty interesting for a storyline and character development. So I would like to see that, and I hope they do that. Number 5 is an Optimus Prime spin-off film. Now, this is pretty much the same things that I've said about the Megatron spin-off film that I want to see in the Optimus Prime spin-off film. I want to see about him in the Allspark. I want to see him fighting Megatron. I want to see it on Cybertron. And I want to see how he got to Cybertron to Earth. So, that's pretty much the same things that I want. And hopefully we get that. Number 4 is I want to see, and this is just me, I really want to, I hope they do this, and this is just from fans, this is just from me as a fan, I would like to see this. Number 4, I would love to see and I know this is probably not going to work, but I would like to see a Sentinel Prime spin-off film. Now, I know you guys are probably wondering, well, wouldn't the Cybertron prequel do that? Yes, it would. But if it doesn't, the Sentinel Prime spin-off film is a perfect thing to do. Because, remember, he was the captain of the Ark, he was the former commander of the Autobots. I want to see how he was the commander. I want to see how his goals varies from Optimus Prime. I want to see how their leaderships are different between one another. I want to see how he formed this deal with Megatron. I want to see all that. That would be pretty interesting, and it would expand on the storyline for Dark of the Moon. So, pretty cool. I'd like to see that, and that would be a very interesting storyline. Number 3 for the spin-off film, or the movies that I would like to see is I would like to see a Dinobots spin-off. Now, I know that people are going to say that, well, there's other stories that you could do, but regarding the Dinobots, you can put they could probably explain it in the sequels. That's true, but however, we have to remember that these are knights. All these Dinobots are referred to as knights, including Optimus Prime. This spin-off film can work because you can also put Lockdown in there, because remember, Lockdown was able to get Lockdown ship is in turn the Dinobots / Knights ship, and I would love to see how Lockdown was able to obtain the ship. Bless me. I would like to see how Lockdown was able to get that ship. I would love to see how the Dinobots were captured, and I'd like to see how Optimus Prime was able to become this knight that Lockdown keeps referring him to. So that'd be pretty interesting. I'd love to see that. Number 2 of the movies that I'd like to see is, and this is just me. I just kind of thought about this. I would love to see a Starscream spin-off film. Now, mainly because his character there's a lot you can do with that character, because the character has a lot more to offer on the table, and there's something that I feel that was not given justice in Dark of the Moon or Revenge of the Fallen or Transformers. I feel that this character has a lot to offer, and if done correctly, his character could be done perfectly. However, if you don't agree with that, then you can replace Starscream spin-off film and you could put Lockdown spin-off film right here. Now, I couldn't really decide which one to put, but for me, mostly I lean more forward to the Lockdown spin-off film because his character has a lot to offer, and he is a character that has a lot more to explore than Starscream has. And because you want to see, like, how are the creators able to find Lockdown? How are they able to convince him to get Optimus Prime? And because remember, he's a bounty hunter, okay? He didn't just, he wasn't just with the creators. He does many other things. I want to see what other things that he had to do to get money and, energon chips or something like that. Very interesting. I would love to see it because his character has a lot more to offer than me and Starscream. So if Lockdown doesn't get a spin-off film, Starscream is my next choice, but if Starscream doesn't get it, Lockdown should get it. So, and my number one, this is one that we've all been saying, and we would love to see it. My number one film that I would love to see out of the TFCU, and you guys know what this is, Beast Wars. Why would you not want to have a Beast Wars film, okay? Beast Wars is the perfect thing to do in this Transformers cinematic universe because there is so much to explore with this. You can do a lot of things with this story. And I'm going to talk about a little bit more of that in my next video, but I would love to see a Beast Wars spin-off film because this is just pure. You could do a lot with this spin-off film. You can introduce new characters. You can give us a few connections with Age of Extinction regarding the creators coming to Earth. Because remember, when the creators came to Earth, it was prehistoric Earth, and maybe the Maximals and Predacons were there during that time frame. Who knows? So it would make very interesting for a storyline and a plotline. So that is it. Those are my top 6 movies that I would love to see in the TFCU, and that is it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to give you guys a quick reminder that my brother Matthew Beauchamp, he's also on YouTube. He has returned to YouTube at long last. He is doing more challenges. His latest challenge was eating the world's hottest pepper, and I'll leave a link to his channel in the description below because he does great stuff. So that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And just the every way we end these videos, Beau out.